ever make a point by totally exaggerating something? This is hyperbole, and it's super popular in Spanish. In today's video, we're going to talk about using hyperbole in Spanish. We'll learn some of the most common expressions and give you some tips on how to use them. But before we get started, why not sign up for BaseLang? You can practice using hyperbole and so much more with your Spanish teachers every single day if you want for a flat rate. Sign up now for just $1 using the link in the description below. All right, so what is hyperbole? Simply put, hyperbole is a way of saying something exaggeratedly. If you're wondering why you should use hyperboles, it's because they can make conversations more interesting. Hyperboles grab everyone's attention by adding a little spice to your words. Besides, they will make you sound more like a Spanish speaker. If you're really hungry, you don't just say, tengo muchísima hambre. I'm really, really hungry. You say, estoy muriendo de hambre. I'm dying of hunger. Not only are exaggerated expressions like this usually funny, but they're also good icebreakers that can lighten up your conversations. With this in mind, let's take a look at other commonly used Spanish hyperboles. Estoy muerto de cansancio. I'm dead from fatigue. Tengo un millón de cosas que hacer. I have a million things to do. Eres más lento que una tortuga. You're slower than a turtle. Hace un calor infernal. It's as hot as hell. Lloré un río. I cried a river. Te llamé 1000 veces. I called you 1,000 times. Esta bolsa pesa una tonelada. This bag weighs a ton. Estoy congelado. I'm frozen solid. Esta casa es un palacio. This house is a palace. Now that you know what hyperboles are, here are some tips you can use. The best tip is to just use them frequently. Try using the expressions we just saw in your daily conversations. They're way more fun than the alternatives, but just don't overdo it or people will get sick of them. Tip number 2 is to be mindful of how you use hyperbole with different people. Hyperbole isn't meant to be taken seriously, so you need to be sure that the people you are talking to know that you're just exaggerating. As with anything, choose your words wisely so you don't end up insulting anybody by mistake. If you're visiting someone's house and they didn't turn on the AC, for example, you probably shouldn't use a hyperbole like, este lugar está más caliente que el infierno. This place is hotter than hell. In this case, you're better off just saying, oye, ¿puedes encender el aire acondicionado? Hey, can you turn on the AC? Tip number 3 is to use Spanish media as an extra resource. Movies, music, TV shows, books, magazines, for more exposure to the language. You'll be surprised at how many hyperboles you'll notice now that we've pointed them out. Our final tip is to take note of the context when you hear native Spanish speakers using hyperboles in real-life situations. Plus, you'll pick up on the cultural vibes and slang, bringing you close to using it all properly yourself. And there you have it. You should now have a better understanding of hyperbole, and you should be able to use it in conversation. And if after this, you're ready for your next challenge, then why not put your knowledge to the test and schedule your first BaseLang class today. At baselang.com, you get access to unlimited one-on-one Spanish classes with native speaking teachers, all via Zoom. Try your first week for only $1.